DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky Beat. Hey, what is up, mixers? Welcome back to another glorious episode of the MIXINVIXENS. I'm Emily, also known as mlNikon. Let's say hello to our other Vixens. First up, we've got the lovely Lumi. Hi, Lumi. How you doing?
Hey.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, Jennifer, the Juice Fairy.
How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a good weekend.
Hello, hello. And last but not least, we've got Rin. How you
Hi.
doing, Jessica?
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, snap.
He did it. She
Called
called you
me
by
my
your
name.
first
What
name.
you gonna do? Sorry,
Read
is that a
through the
secret?
screen.
How was everyone's weekend?
Pretty chill. Just chilling at the house, talking to my sister a lot, just doing the Zoom thing. I cooked beef stew today, so
Ooh, that's fun.
yeah, I like cooking. I like cooking on the weekends. I don't know why.
Yeah, I do too. I always make I always pick the dishes that need to braise for 3 hours or cook for a long time or have or a big pot roast or something on the weekend. Yesterday I made chili and I cooked it for 3 hours. It was awesome. It was delicious. My best batch ever.
I made a chicken coconut curry.
Ooh.
It's really, really good, and it's with coconut milk, curry, chicken, some chicken bouillon cubes, and some other shit I put in there, garlic and stuff, and salt and other stuff. But it turned out really, really good. It was like a tropical chicken.
Nice.
That was yesterday. So I get extravagant on the weekends.
My weekend.
Tomorrow it's pizza.
Yeah, or pizza, depending on your mood, right?
It's my first day back out. My first Mondays are the worst for me at work. So because of the way that my job works, I'm in a fraud department type deal. And with everything being closed on the weekend, including us, by the time we get there Monday, the workload we have on Monday is Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday nights.
Oh, yeah.
Worst. So for the whole month of December, I took every Monday off. And then last Monday was my last month. So, I mean, I've been off 5 Mondays in a row. I'm not even going to know how to act with a full work week.
Oh, my gosh.
I told, we were putting in we have to put our schedules in way ahead of time because we only have a team of 6. And I told them I was going to schedule, I jokingly said on Friday, I said, I kind of liked having Mondays off. I think I'm going to do that this year too. Having 4-day work weeks is what I said. He said, well, try not to do it on Mondays. You're really screwing us. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. You got to lay off for a while.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
How about you,
Now
Rin?
tomorrow
How was
I'm
your
having
weekend?
work.
It was pretty chill. I played a bunch of games and sucked at bowling.
Yeah? That's
Pretty much
cool.
it.
I think it totally rocks that you go bowling every weekend. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to do something semi-normal.
Yeah, I bet. Get out of the house and have, socialize with people. And
I keep saying I want to do this normal thing again and be around people, but then I just can't bring myself to get motivated enough to leave the house. I'm in a slump, guys.
Yeah, so you blame it on COVID, but it's not. It's just
we're open during the day. We do have our curfew 10 o'clock, but you could pretty much do anything. You can even go to the gym here.
Yeah, you still don't. Yeah.
Social distance, and I'm
My
just
my weekend has been pretty busy. I just became a pampered chef consultant actually. And so I've got a couple parties I'm trying to get ready for. And because, of COVID, like they're all on Facebook. And so I'm like scheduling or like working out to where I can like schedule the posts, and like you do like you make like a group, and then you have like the, so many posts a day or whatever. And so like I've been trying, and of course I don't know what I'm doing. So it's taking me forever, but it's been fun.
I bet that is fun. That is fun. I've done so many different home those kind of businesses.
Yeah.
But I've never done it like online. I've always
it is fun. Like I love to cook, so it's just a natural fit, and I actually like their stuff because like my mom has stuff she bought like 30 years ago and it's still amazing. But so I thought, oh yeah, this will be good to do.
Yeah, Pepper Chef's products are really good. I like them too. I have a couple of the stones.
All right. But enough about that. Let's talk about mixing. That's what we're all here. It's what people want to see.
No, they like to hear us talk to each other.
As you guys can see the picture in the corner, this is what we had to work with thanks to Ren. Who submitted this?
Hey.
This was submitted by Brian McNadis. Is he the one that's Rum Pirate on ELR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Brian, yeah, so as soon as he submitted this, like he probably submitted this maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago. And I'm like, all right, fat chance, Brian. It's not going to happen. Well, he thought I meant like it's not going to be picked. But what I meant is you're not going to get something that tastes like this looks, because pretzel is a lie.
Pretzel is a lie. And I got tired of trying. So wait till everybody sees what I did.
Yeah, I said screw pretzel and I left it out. But the mix that I did come up with is freaking delicious, so no one's gonna be mad that I left the damn pretzel out. Did you guys have fun mixing this up?
No, I didn't.
Nobody had. What about you, Rin? You're the one who picked it. Did you at least have fun mixing this up?
I wouldn't say fun, but it was interesting.
Interesting. All right, I'll take it, I guess.
I have these pretzel flavors, and it's like, why not?
I actually mixed mine a couple weeks ago, which is not normal for me.
Limmy's ahead of the game.
I made it a couple weeks ago, and I actually, after I got over the fact I had no pretzel flavors, I just started thinking about like which biscuits I could use.
Yeah.
So I was intrigued.
All right, we have an interesting and an intrigued, and then Jennifer and I are like, this sucks, but we'll do it anyway.
I found a good chocolate mix that I like, so I mean that's something.
I'm finding more and more, the more times I try to do chocolate, that it's really good in theory. And like I said, my mix is really tasty. But just vaping chocolate is just not something I want to do all the time. Like, this definitely is not an 80 all-day vape for me.
Yeah, mine's not an all-day vape for me, but it was vapeable, and I enjoyed it after I twisted it. And I think I want to go first, just to get out of
you twisted it like a pretzel.
Ha
All right, I'm done. You can go first.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I did Friday Night Chocolate by Jen, and I made a tobacco because when it comes to chocolate, the only way I enjoy chocolate
Are
is
you
tobacco.
freaking serious? Get out of here!
No.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna make a cake out of your bourbon.
Okay.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
So I used chocolate Doge from Flavora at 1% because it's got that little bit of a coconut note to it.
Good call. Good call.
I used Cookie from FA at 1.5. So this is a dessert tobacco. So it's not a standard yucky tobacco, but you still won't like it, Emily. I used Desert Ship really low, but I wanted to bring in Desert Ship has this like a spice note, and it's got some sort of saltiness that goes to it. So it's got a dry note that comes off as some sort of spice or seasoning or whatever. So that was my pretzel, kind of that cookie and that desert chip. And then I used red burley for the actual tobacco note, the harder tobacco note at 1%, and RY4 double from TFA at 3%. So the RY4 double serves as my caramel note. And then the chocolate, it's a chocolate dessert cigar like, or it's not really a cigar, it's just it's a dessert tobacco type with a lot of caramel. It's very thick and caramelly, and it's got heavy chocolate notes with like an exhale of coconut. It could go on a 50-50 in an MTL, and it changes a little bit. So that's why I said it's twisted, because if you vape it as an 80-20, that's the way I think I wrote it on the recipe. It is more chocolate and caramel forward than it is tobacco, but it has the tobacco note. But if you vape it on an MTL device at a 50-50 range, then you get the tobacco notes up front and the chocolate comes in as an exhale. It's really weird the way that twisted up, but that's what I did.
Cool.
Cool, she says.
Cool.
I figured out how to throw tobacco in there.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do it out of my bourbon, because I really do want to make a drink out of that. Oh man, and we're giving away one of the future profiles.
Yeah, well, that's fine. No, that's a few weeks away. They'll forget. They'll forget by then. And in case you guys didn't figure it out, we pick our profiles for the month ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they might have figured that out when I posted my MIXINVIXENS recipe 2 weeks early.
Yeah, we usually at the end of the each season we pick the 4 upcoming pictures.
Yeah,
and that's why we ask you guys for more pictures, because sometimes we're running low on our end, so we're like, oh, we need to get them to give us more pictures so we have something to pick when this round is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just so out of it. I even had a description on there because at that time I knew I wasn't going to make the show, so I even put a description on it and I posted it, and then Rin was like, chit chat, and I was like, oh yeah, I had a feeling it was a chit chat show, but I didn't want to not submit something if I wasn't going to be there.
We can blame Lumi for letting the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt, but I just want to bring up the fact that this may not exactly today, but this is the first week 2 years ago that we came online. So it's been 2 years since we've been doing this show.
Oh my goodness, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, we've been online. We've been live for 2 years doing this every Sunday.
That's awesome. All right, who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go next, since I was just talking about how mine was posted on December 27th.
Sure.
All right, you guys ready? This is a really intricate recipe. There's so many flavors. It's not even funny. I used, you ready? Biscuit by Inawera at 0.74, chocolate VSO 1.17, peanut butter cup super concentrate real flavors at 0.94, and salted caramel at 0.37. And then, because I added a description, I'll just read it. I had, no, maybe I shouldn't read my shit. I can't English good. I had no pretzel for this recipe, so I used Jungle Flavors biscuit low, hoping to get that crunch, and salted caramel for the salt, and a bit of a distraction from the lack of pretzel, along with some real flavors peanut butter cup, because I'm pretending I see peanut butter M&Ms.
Cool.
And actually, I'm really impressed with it. The biscuit, I did tweak it a little bit from when I originally posted it. I have the numbers that I had in there in the notes, and I've upped a couple of things, and then I lowered a couple of things. Well, just one thing I lowered, but I definitely, the biscuit adds the crunchiness to it, which is what I was hoping for. I really like the salted caramel in there. I was like, I don't think this is gonna work too well, especially with peanut butter chocolate M&Ms, but it found its place in there, and it's actually really delightful.
Nice. How does that VSO chocolate compare to something like I don't know, Glamour chocolate?
I'm not really the biggest fan of Glamour chocolate,
Oh,
and
okay.
I used to love lava cake until they changed it, so this is my new go-to chocolate. I haven't done too much with it yet, but so far it hasn't let me down with what I've used it in.
Cool. Oh, it's good. That the
You like it?
biscuit I think would be good with this because it's like dark enough that it's gonna kind of go with everything and still give you a little bit of that crunch, that you want because it's a very crispy. It's a crispy flavor.
I'm really happy with it, and Nick liked it so much he had me make the 60 ml because he wanted to vape the whole thing, and I was like, well, I made this a little early, so you need to save me just a little bit. And he's like, can I vape this yet? Can I vape this yet? And I was like, go ahead and vape it. Just give me your notes. I'll make a 60 ml and you can have it when I'm done. So it's good enough that it made it into a 60.
That peanut butter cup, man, that's a good flavor.
I hope it starts to become more available. Like, I feel bad when I use stuff like that, but at the same time, I have it, which I'm grateful that I have it.
I should check to see if it is available at DIY E-Juice because some of the real flavor stuff is still there. Peanut butter cup. It is. So guys, if you want peanut butter cup, go over to DIYEjuice.com. DIY-ejuice.com. They're in Canada, but you can get that flavor there. I'll go next. So, like I said, I'll be damned with the pretzel, and I left it out because let's face it, the pretzel, even in those candies in real life, is there just for like the salt, and you can't do salt. And all the pretzel flavors that I've ever tried, which okay, there's only like two or three of them out there. They sucked, and they weren't pretzels at all. They were just yeasty dough. I didn't want that in my mix. I wanted something delicious, so I left it out. But I did for the chocolate Rolo part. I did chocolate mousse at 2%, Glamour chocolate at 2.5%, and then I did milky caramel fudge by SSA at 1.5%, and salted caramel by Flavor West at 2.5%. And then I did Oba Oba by FA at 1%, trying to get like that candy shell for the M&M on top.
Did that work?
It kind of did. And I'm kind of digging it. And like I said, it's really good and I really enjoy it. It's just not something I would vape all the time, but it's nice. Like it's a nice little kind of treat, you know. So you want to have something with your coffee after after a meal or something. Vape my Rolo with M&M. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, because milky caramel fudge and
I was just wondering how long you steeped it though.
How long have I steeped it? It's only been like 4 days since I made.
I wonder how if it'll all turn into like a shake, or is it crunchy enough?
Oh, I don't know. It probably won't be. It's not crunchy at all. It's gooey. It's gooey AF though, because salted caramel and milky caramel fudge are both very like gooey caramels.
What do you think would happen if you added a little bit of that Inawera biscuit? Because that Inawera biscuit's kind of got that crunchy, like weird spice note to it that I thought.
I probably would use Jungle Flavors biscuit instead of Inawera.
I thought about using Jungle Flavors.
Then it would be good. It would be like a caramel covered like cookie instead, and that's not a pretzel either. So.
And you were trying to get that Rolo, that real Rolo.
I wanted to take one aspect of the picture and just focus in on it and try to nail it.
Me too. My aspect of the picture I got on mine was the chocolate.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say when you said me too, I'm like, what are you? Get out of here.
Yeah.
But I forget what I was saying, but yeah, it's good. It's tasty. It's not a Rolo because Rolos have like a distinctive taste. You know what I'm saying? But it's a chocolate caramel candy, and it's freaking delicious.
I'm surprised you didn't use TFA's double chocolate clear, because double chocolate clear has that Tootsie Roll taste to it, and that helps a Rolo out, I think.
Yeah, I guess I just don't really like the Tootsie Roll flavor.
I don't like it either, but
I'd rather have real milk chocolate that's in a Rolo instead of like the harder, waxy like Tootsie Roll chocolate.
yeah. It just came to mind. I failed miserably at all the dessert ones I tried. That's why I went with a
Sometimes
tobacco at the end. And I was like, trash it.
Taste trumps authenticity.
Right. Absolutely.
Zippy had a good idea, crispy wafer, and I'm surprised I didn't think about that. But at the same time,
yeah,
I don't think I want to think of pretzels every time I use crispy wafer because I love crispy wafer.
Yeah, that's a good idea though, Zippy. Crispy wafer. That'd get you that crunch that you're after. If you can't do salt, at least you can do the crunch.
I would just be afraid that every time I vaped crispy wafer from that point forward, I'd be like,
just think pretzel. I don't know. I don't think it would be that close, but I don't know. All right, that's what I got. Rin, you are up, my dear.
Okay. Well, I try to stay somewhat authentic to the picture because I have DIY Flavor Shack pretzel, which to me is the closest I found to a pretzel. It's still not authentic. It's
because pretzel's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, you need the salt. Like,
yeah,
I don't do pretzels without salt.
But you're right. DIY Flavor Shack pretzel is pretty good. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Pretzels without mustard.
No, cheese sauce, dude.
Yeah, cheese.
Screw the salt. I just do cinnamon sugar.
Oh, you go for the sweet pretzels. All right.
Yeah. So I did 1% of the pretzel by DIY Flavor Shack, and then I just wanted to get like the chocolate because I kind of wanted to try to do like a Rolo-ish thing too. And I used that milky caramel fudge as well because somebody said it, the way they described it, it sounded similar enough.
Just like the inside of freaking Rolo, it is.
Yeah,
it's
so
lighter.
I did point.
Like, it's not as dark, which is why I used the salted caramel to darken it up a little bit. But it's gooey. It's real gooey. It's good.
Yeah. So I used that at 0.75, and then to bump up the caramel note a little bit because I wasn't getting that enough. I just used a touch of the Wonder Flavors caramel butter at 0.25%. And then for the chocolate part, and this is the point where I was talking about how I made a good chocolate. I meant like to use maybe for something else. Because I struggle with chocolate. There's not a whole lot of chocolates I like. They're not really rich enough or cocoa-y enough. So I wanted to use the SSA cocoa because I just got that recently. I used that at 0.5%, combined with the Wonder Flavors chocolate chunks at 0.5%, because the thing I like about the chocolate chunks is it almost has like a waxiness to it, which I think is what gives it like the chunky, like a chip kind of note to it, because it's like a little waxy, and I figured that would be good for like the M&M thing, because like the Oba Oba trick doesn't work for me, because to me Oba Oba tastes like the Dum Dums, like the cream soda Dum Dum things. So that's what I did. I mean, it's all right. It's nothing I would go out of my way to vape, to be honest, because it's hard to have the pretzel be present enough but not overpower everything else. But then when you want the chocolate to come forward, I mean, that's really what you're getting is a chocolate caramel with maybe a breath of pretzel-ish things going on. It's, yeah.
How is that SSA cocoa?
It's nice. It tastes like cocoa, like if you were to have a hot chocolate, but like not a hot chocolate, it's like a little bit, because I mean, cocoa and hot chocolate are pretty much the same, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But like cocoa to me might just be like a little richer, like a little bit more chocolate heavy. I don't know. But it reminds me of like a gourmet kind of cocoa. So I think that would have helped, you know, have that chocolate come forward instead of like a fake artificial chocolate. And that's what it did. So I really like the combination of those two, the chocolate chunks and the cocoa. So I think I'll use that for something, you know, in the future where I want a chocolate.
I love when that happens. You're working on a recipe and you kind of stumble upon a base that you can use for other stuff.
Yeah. I think it would be good with like a Snickers or something like that, like adding that peanut note in there, because I like chocolate and peanuts together.
Yeah. Ooh, I bet a little touch of like honey roasted peanuts from Wonder Flavors. Yeah, buddy. I get carried away though. If I discover like a base or a layer or something, I'll use it for everything. Every time I want that note, and I overuse it. So like I have to be careful, but it's fun and convenient.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we had 4 people play along with us this week. So let's go over that. The first one, I don't think he has ever played along with us before, and that's Darcy. I didn't look to see if it was a boy or girl. Sorry. And they made choco caramel biscuits, and their name on ELR is Darcy82. So they used Anywhere biscuit at 1%, Cap caramel at 2.5%, Flavor West caramel candy at 2%, Double chocolate clear by TFA at 4%, TFA graham cracker clear at 2%, TFA milk chocolate at 0.5%, and Capella super sweet at 0.5%. You know, that's something I didn't think about using. I think that TFA graham cracker clear might be good as well as the biscuit to kind of give you that crispy note. You know, a little crunch action. And they use the double chocolate clear there. Miss Jennifer.
Huh?
I'm going over Darcy's recipe. If you want to look at the video, James has it pulled up, and they use TFA double chocolate clear. All right,
I think we lost her.
Let's move on to the next recipe, shall we?
Sorry, my bad. I'm having communication issues. Oh. And I couldn't hear you either.
You couldn't hear me?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
If you don't feel like repeating yourself, that's fine. We'll move on.
Let's just move on. Darcy, looks good. Thank you for sharing. You rock. I will learn your gender soon, I'm sure, if you keep playing along. All right. Not that it matters. It doesn't. Anyway, let's move on. The next one is Jeannie Sims. Someone else want to read Jeannie Sims' recipe?
I can do it. I already have it up.
Sure.
So she used sweet bread from Wonder Flavors at 1.5, double chocolate clear by TFA at 3%, and salted caramel at 2.5.
Nice, sweet and simple. I wonder how that
probably sweet and chocolatey too.
Yeah, that sweet bread in there is an interesting addition, because it's not like it's real, like it's soft. It's not crunchy at all. I find it a little yeasty like bread, but it is sweet. So I'm thinking it would be good. I'm thinking it wouldn't be a pretzel, but I don't see how this could not be good.
Yeah, I don't see how it cannot be good either. If you like chocolate and caramel, this is pretty caramelly and chocolatey, and the salt probably plays good with the chocolate. I don't know what the sweet bread does to it though.
Salted caramel is such a good flavor.
Do you get a saltiness from it though?
No.
I was about to say, because I tried to use Vape Train salted caramel, because I've had Flavor West in the past, and I remember it wasn't salty. So I'm like, well, maybe Vape Train has it. And yeah, it was just a dark caramel. I was like, okay, well, this ain't gonna work.
Salt is never going to work anyways.
I mean, you could add saline like back in the day, but
Then you get mold in your juice.
yeah, I don't know that I would recommend doing that.
Just not the thing to do. Let's not get mold in our liquid.
Wasn't there one episode we were talking about doing like a salt lick, like how you do like a margarita or whatever? You just like lick
Yeah,
salt
you
and then
vape.
vape. There you go. There's your pretzel.
All right, Lemmy has requested to read Sam's recipe, so go for it.
Because Sam is my buddy. Sam is my buddy. He's my friend. Even though he doesn't use weird percentages. Come on, Sam. If I'm going to request to do your stuff, you can at least use those stupid Lumi percentages. Yeah, that's right. I watched the replays.
Oh, snap.
Identity. Okay, so Sam, our wonderful judge, who's wonderful, used Australian chocolate Mixin at 1.50, caramel biscuit SSA at 0.50. Ugh, such normal numbers. Glamour chocolate mullenberry 3%, melty caramel mullenberry at 4%, Oba Oba FA 3%, pretzel dough super concentrate wonder flavors 0.5%, shortbread biscuit SSA 1.50%, super sweet at 0.30. I think you're definitely onto something with that pretzel dough and shortbread biscuit along with the caramel biscuit. That's a nice stacking of biscuits, in my opinion.
Genius. Because that shortbread biscuit is like dark like a pretzel is. It has like the crispy edges. Oh man, I bet that. Oh yeah.
Our new judge is going to school us all yet.
Yeah, Sam, I like where your head is at, bud.
I might try this. I don't have Oba Oba though, so I don't really know what that is.
Oba Oba is literally, some people have described it as like a creamsicle dum dum taste. Some people have described it as like a candy shell, like an M&M like candy shell. It's kind of nondescript. It's a little. It's just like a candy. It's just like a sugary flavor.
Yeah, and it's not sweet sugary. And JJ uses it a lot to sweeten her recipes. I've just never tasted anything but air out of Oba Oba.
Really?
So I'm blind to it. I'm taste blind to it.
Okay, you need to do. There's a cream soda recipe that I mixed up for Noted a while back, and it used like 10% Oba Oba. You would definitely taste it in that.
I'm telling you, I've mixed Oba Oba standalone up to about 15% and can't taste it.
You're right. Sam has a point. It's not crazy necessary. Oba Oba is like one of those novel flavors. It's like you don't really need it. Or like kind of like Flavor West sprinkles. Like you don't really need it, but it's just fun to throw in there.
A little glitter.
Yeah.
Throw a little glitter in there.
Yeah. A little bay. All right. Sam, thank you for sharing. And thank you for possibly creating a pretzel that we could use. I need to try this.
I thought about using that pretzel dough there for a little bit because I was just looking through. I was like, I swear I have one pretzel somewhere, but I couldn't find it. I might have given it away.
Yeah, pretzels.
Now that he's on Noted, he thinks he's the shit.
Ha, yeah.
I mean, that combo that he used for his pretzel, he definitely has more balls than we did.
That's right.
Absolutely. More than me, because I made like 5 or 6 renditions and ended up going, screw it. I'm making tobacco.
This is why I love when people play along, because I never would have thought to use the shortbread biscuit or whatever from SSA, but I bet it's freaking good. And yeah, the whole thing, using Wonder Flavor pretzel, but really low like that, because Wonder Flavor's pretzel I like it, but it's like yeasty, So I bet really low, it wouldn't kind of overpower the other flavors, and it would kind of just meld in there good. And yeah, I bet it's good. All right. last but not least, play along Rum Pirates, aka Brian. How you doing, Brian? All right. We got 2% caramel candy. Oh, he named his recipe Caramel Santa Buttons. 2% Flavor West caramel candy. 1.5% Wonder Flavors chocolate chunks. 2% one-on-one pie crust. 1.25% one-on-one powdered sugar. 1.5% salted caramel by Vape Train, and 0.5% Capella Super Sweet. You know, super sweet is something I feel like you need in a chocolate vape, and I should have just added it to my recipe. I mean, I know it's kind of an implied thing that use it if you want, but like I think my recipe needs it, and I should have added it. I'm kind of kicking myself for not adding it in the recipe, and may go back and change it. But anyway, back to Rum Pirate's recipe. Flavor West caramel candy is another good choice. It's a good strong caramel flavor. And then using the Wonder Flavors chocolate chunks as the chocolate note. Yeah, that looks good as well. So nice. Awesome. You guys rock. We love that you love us enough to play along with us.
We have one more. It was kind of a last minute thingy. Luke put it in our Facebook group. There's no link because it's just a picture. But it's peppermint pretzel dippers. It's similar enough to what we were doing. It's 2% glamour chocolate by Mullenberry, 1% chocolate melt flavor art UK. I don't know what that is. 1.75 pretzel dough from Wonder Flavors, 0.75 salt and cracker by SSM, 0.4% peppermint by Inawera, and 0.4% of Flavora cream.
Ooh, okay.
That milk chocolate from the UK, I need that in my life. So I'm going to Chef's after the show.
I've never heard of it.
That's because it's not Flavor Art North America. So
AKA watered down Flavor Art.
Flavor Art has a milk chocolate that's not Fanta.
Right. It's probably in the kitchen line, so it's probably not clean. So
it's probably delicious.
It's probably delicious. That's why I said that immediately. I was like, wait, they have a UK version of chocolate milk?
I need to make a chef's order anyway because I need more custard premium in my life. So let me know how that is. But I bet it's gonna be delicious. You're probably right.
What's the name of the Flavor Art brand that's not actually Flavor Art?
Flavor Creative, I think.
Flavor Creative, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, because
I just wanted to remember that so that I can get the better price.
Exactly, you get a deal, right? Yeah. For sure. All right. Well,
look, I found my mod. I think I was talking to you guys last week about losing it.
Yeah, you found it?
Yeah. In a laundry basket.
You lose every mod that you have. Like, you need to just put those little tracker things on your mods.
I do, because it was inside a laundry basket. If I could have just beeped it, I would have found it sooner.
Funny.
In with the socks, guys. So I would have never found it because I don't never made up socks.
Before the show, you even didn't know where that mod was. So you really just need to get one of those little trackers on it.
Yeah.
That's true. I always set it down somewhere.
So, guys, I picked next week's profile picture. Karen Siebel is the one who submitted it. And I'm really excited about it. It looks freaking delicious and like right up my alley. I guess those are called ladyfingers.
Yeah.
And that can either be cream cheese icing or maybe like whipped cream icing, but it's got berries in it and it just looks like luscious. And it looks like one of those 4th of July desserts or something, but I'm like, I don't care that it's middle winter. This looks delicious and I want it in my face hole. So that's what we're making.
Yeah, and I'm excited about that one too. It has no chocolate in it.
No chocolate, no apple pie, no whiskey. This is just we're going back to basics, people.
Yeah.
And I already have I've been thinking today about what I'm gonna use and stuff, and I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good. So unless there's anything else someone wants to add, let's thank our sponsors and get on out of here. What do you guys say?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, if you like us, you like what we do, and you want to support us in a fun, tasty way, head on over to DIYFlavorChaser.com / was it Mixin-Vixens? Zippy will put the link in the chat because she's awesome like that. We've got a one-shot line there. And also flavorjungle.com. We still have our one-shot line there as well. And what else? Is there anything else we want to show?
Do we say vaping swag yet already?
We didn't. Vaping swag. If you want to donate to Kasa and have something cool to show for it, go over to Vaping Swag and Lumi and Rin and myself. We got shirts. We got merch, y'all. We don't see anything, but that's okay. You can still rock our faces or our words or whatever, and
And don't forget to go to Bull City and get some of the what do you call those? The
recipe packs.
Recipe packs. That's right.
And then when you're done with all of that, if you find that your flavors are just lacking, you can hit up Lumi for some braids and taste some wonderful flavors from those crevices from the Lumi braids.
Yeah, get those Lumi braids in your life.
Even get a build stand so you can put your RDA on a stand, a Lumi stand, while you're building your Lumi braids into your not so very Lumi RDA.
Hit her up. Help her out. Show us some love. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Flavor and Bull City. Wayne, thank you for putting us on your podcast network. And thank you guys for who are watching right now and who will watch the replay. We do it for you guys. We love you. See you next week. Bye.